I've been asked to do a video on the ship movement rates and how ships move. So this is it. So in order to really do ship combat, you need a hex grid. It's hard to do this theater of the mind. And the ship should point towards the front of a face. Each face represents 30 degrees. And so first we start with Maneuverability Class A. I'm going to give every ship a movement rate of 5 for demonstration purposes. Now, a Maneuverability Class A ship, well, it can turn 180 degrees without using any of its movement and then still move its full movement rate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? Now, the difference between Maneuverability Class B and C is how hard it is to improve upon the maneuverability of the ship and how much damage you can take before you drop it down to Class D. Now, a ship that's Maneuverability Class B or C can turn 60 degrees. That's 2 hex faces. Each face uses up one of your movement rates. So if you want to turn around, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a ship of B turning around. Let's try it with a C. Okay, so 1, oops, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now Maneuverability Class D and E can move forward, or rather, they can turn 30 degrees before they have to move forward. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's turned around. Okay, let's try that with a Maneuverability Class E ship. So, what? Sorry. Let's move it up here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now it's turned around. Okay, now Maneuverability Class F, we'll pretend this is injured a little bit. Okay, so Maneuverability Class F has to move forward 1 before it can turn 30 degrees by one face. So if it wants to turn completely around, that's 1, 2, 3, let's do it again. Lost count. Okay, so it's going to move forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it takes more than a round at movement rate 5 for a Maneuverability Class F ship to turn around. And if it's really badly injured, it's Maneuverability Class G, which means it can't turn at all. It can just go forward. Okay, so I'm going to introduce my rules for the water. When you're in the water, the whole ship moves, or the wind blows the same direction for every ship. Let's point that towards, okay, the wind blows the same direction for every ship. So, if you have a couple of ships that are going in the same direction, then if they're sailing ships, they can keep the same distance. But if you have rowing ships, like, for example, a Viking longship has both oars and sails, it can add the rowing speed to that. And my house rule for that is that a ship can row at speed 1 indefinitely. It can row at speed 2 for up to 10 rounds before it has to slow down by going at speed 1. And it can row at speed 3 for 5 rounds before it has to slow down by not rowing at all for at least 10 rounds. So you can add the rowing speed to the sailing speed if you're going with the wind. If you're going against the wind, you can't add the rowing speed to the wind speed. All right, but Spelljammer is not a great game for ship-to-ship battles. The point of these ship movement rules is to move close enough that you can board or ram the other ship so that you can board and have a melee fight. And so you might want to be more maneuverable so that you can escape, but I know my players, pretty much every player I've had, they don't want to run away usually. They want to fight. And so these would determine how easy it is to get in a position where you can board the other ship and have a fight.